Hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your love and romance reading for Venus in Sagittarius. Our planet Venus, our love and beauty and relationship planet, is moving from your sign of deep and passionate Scorpio into the adventurous, honest, open sign of Sagittarius. That sign, Venus will be in Sag from December 15th, 2020 until January 8th, 2021. So that is what this particular reading is going to cover, Scorpio. We're going to get into your love and romance life, what to expect during this cycle. We'll be getting messages from you and from your love interest or potential love interest to see what's coming through for this cycle around. Thank you so much for joining me today, Scorpio. I always love being in your energy, as well as a big shout out to all my new and returning subscribers. If you have not yet done so, do hit that subscribe button, join the Dragon family, and give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know you enjoy these videos. So before we get started, as always, these are general messages, Scorpio. They will not resonate with every single one of you out there, so take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. These will mostly correspond with Scorpio's Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, so do check the placements of your personal natal chart to get even more messages out of these readings or any readings you watch on YouTube. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my sessions, or would like to leave a donation for the channel, all those links and info are down below in the description box, Scorpio. So let's go ahead and get into this. We'll talk about the astrology as well as we go through the card reading. So first we're going to start with a theme. We're going to start with a major theme card for what you will be experiencing throughout this cycle of Venus in Sagittarius. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us Scorpio's love and relationship life for this cycle of Venus in Sagittarius, please. Thank you so much for your help. Ooh, we have release. So that is your keyword, Scorpio. Beautiful time of releasing, and that can be applied to many different things because these readings are for whether you're single, coupled, in separation, no matter what your situation is. So apply that as it resonates to you. This can be releasing, old baggage, old wounds, old difficulties, old things, misunderstandings that have kept your relationship from flourishing. This can sometimes be releasing a relationship altogether because it's just not healthy for you. This could be all kinds of things coming through here, Scorpio. Venus and Sagittarius highlight that second house universally of Taurus for you. And so to me, this is a time where you're really going to focus on your true values, what really matters to you in love. The little stuff, don't sweat that. That's not as much of a focus this time around, because this is really getting to the core of what matters to you. What are those big foundational subjects, issues, etc., that really make the difference, that really matter for you to have, long-term success in a relationship. Venus also deals with our socializing style and also our spending style. So when it's in Sagittarius, people do tend to spend with abandon. So Scorpio, do be careful if you are, trying to stay on a budget or anything like that, because, when Venus is in Sag, people do tend to spend their money very generously, and they don't always think about what's going to happen later when the bill comes. Says the Capricorn, right? So let's get into your tarot here, Scorpio. Let's see what your energy is coming through as this cycle of Venus. Let's see what you are bringing to the table in your relationship life right now. Ooh, I like that for you. So the High Priestess is your personal energy right now for this cycle, Scorpio. So here we go, the Angel of Power. And you love that word, Scorpio. You are the most powerful zodiac sign. And this is a lunar-based, she's almost like that moon goddess energy. She's got that triple aspect moon crown. So pay attention to the moon cycles. We're coming up to our full moon in Cancer at the end of this month, and just before Venus slips into Sagittarius, we have the sun and new moon with a solar eclipse on that day before. on the 14th. So there's a lot of really beautiful and meaningful lunar transits going on at the same time. But to me, this is definitely your energy, Scorpio, because High Priestess is very intuitive, very perceptive. She's a good observer. She knows the divine mysteries and sacred, information, but she doesn't tell everybody about it. That is you, Scorpio. So this to me is very much you and your own energy in a lot of ways, even though this isn't technically a Scorpio card. It's very, very in line with who I feel that you are. And so you may be really, using your perception, watching a lot, observing a lot, maybe not saying everything that you're thinking just yet. So let's see what clarifies this for you. 5 of Wands, and you may be going through some stress and some strain inside, but I don't think you're going to be showing it very much to others. And even if you are, you'll be very particular about who you share it with. 5 of Wands is, to me, a lot of people say it's a negative card. I don't think it is. To me, it's all about friction. It's all about confrontation, which can sometimes feel like conflict, but I don't think it's like big, horrible conflicts. But it definitely is that feeling of those sparks, right? When you're kind of sparring with someone and those sparks are flying. So it really, to me, it's very energizing. It can sometimes cause just a little bit of pressure, a little bit of that challenging feeling that makes you uncomfortable enough that you get up and take action about something. So I don't feel that it's a bad energy at all, but it definitely brings you into this feeling like you may feel that pressure and you really make that choice of, should I say this? Should I not? What's the best choice? And you really have to listen to your own personal intuition on that. So Scorpio, let's look at your love interest or potential love interest here. Let's see what they are coming through as. What is their primary energy right now through this Venus and Sagittarius cycle? Ooh, Queen of Wands. I like that. So you could be interested in a fire sign right now. Queen of Wands is very strong Leo. It can also be Aries and Sagittarius. But this is a creativity energy. This is fiery. It's generous. It's passionate. Somebody that really wears their heart on their sleeve. They're a very magical manifester. When they're in a positive alignment, boy, they can make things happen. They go after what they want. Beautiful energy. So let's see what clarifies them. You're like the sun to your moon, right? That is, like you're coming through that very lunar energy. They're coming through very solar. Clarifying is the 5 of Pentacles. This person may be in a place where they're a little bit nervous about being accepted. They have a fear of being left out in the cold or not having enough in some area of their life. For some of them, they may be going through some financial concerns or some money worries. But this is really saying, they do have the key. They're not, stuck out there by your choice at all. It's really very much about them remembering that they have the key to go open the door and go back into that warm inner sanctum, because that's really where they operate best from, because their energy is very nice. It is. So let's get some cards about their feelings and yours. Let's see first how you feel about them, Scorpio. What would you like to take place in this relationship? What are your feelings about this person? Let's see. Or will be, if this is someone you haven't met yet. So you can take it any which way here. Ace of Swords. So, ooh, Scorpio, you do want a victory with them. You do want something good with them. And you would really like to clarify as well what it is that y'all are doing, especially if this is a situation where, maybe you've been dating a little while, maybe it's still kind of new, and you're kind of like, well, what are we? Are we girlfriend, boyfriend? Are we exclusive? What's the story? Because the Ace of Swords to me is gaining clarity. It's gaining, the knowledge that you need to go forward. It's a beautiful card of victory. To me, it is the hand of spirit coming in and cutting through that veil so that you can see the truth, right? So very, very nice. That is what you want. You want to get right to the heart of the matter. Not surprising, Scorpio. That is your style. Yes. 5 of Cups. So I think what you really want with this person as well is to heal. It's really to heal the heart, because I feel that you have been through some really big disappointments, some really big emotional letdowns. And so, you know, the Two of Cups, though, is still standing here, right? So you may be going through some processes of loss, grieving, letting go of some old disappointments. You really don't want to experience that again, but I really do feel that you get a sense that being with this person gives you clarity, it gives you understanding, helps you to feel a little happier again, it helps you to heal from some of this energy. So that's really the most positive thing, you know, that comes out of this. You don't want to stay in that heartbroken energy, and they do help you feel better. It does cheer you up. So let's get into their feelings for you. What are they feeling about my Scorpios? Three of Swords. Yeah, I think that they do realize, Scorpio, that you have been through some heartaches, some heartbreaks, some loss, which is definitely showing up there, right? And they may be very focused on, you know, helping you to recover, helping you to be happy. They may be coming from a little bit of a brokenhearted place themselves, right? You know, you both may be kind of working through some old pain, some old loss. That's partly why I think you're being a little bit close to the chest. It's also why, even though they have a very sunny, bright energy, they're in this place of feeling left out in the cold, or fear of rejection or loss, right? So, you know, you may both be dealing with that, but they do see that you have gone through some pain. They know that you've come through some difficult times, Scorpio, absolutely, and they know that you need healing. Oh, yes, and they know that you need rest and recovery and gentleness. That's what I really feel. They do see that. There's that Four of Swords, so they know that you've been through the battle, right? Three, and then the Four of Swords, back to back. This is the heartache, this is the recovery. So Scorpio, they truly see that, they feel that, they know that you need healing. They know that you need somebody that can just be gentle and nurturing and fun and encouraging with them. And you don't need to feel bad at all about if you need to take time to yourself, if you need a rest, if you need a break. I think they're going to be really understanding of that. So let's get into the pros and cons. Let's see what the blessings and benefits and positives that come between you. Those are the things that help draw you together. Let's see what those are being represented as here. The Fool card. So I feel that what's most positive between you is, it's like this represents a fresh start. It represents a leap of faith. This is both of you saying, "C'est la vie," you know, let's take a risk. Let's try this anyway. Even though maybe we've both been hurt, even though we're maybe both recovering, you want to embrace that feeling of innocence, that feeling of, you know, kind of childlike wonder again. It's like, let's try something new. It's interesting that even though both of you have been through these difficulties and you both see that in each other, it's like there's something about that shared understanding that helps you to both just say, you know what, let's just see what happens. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy this for what it is. And let's just jump on in. Yeah, because look at this. Both of you are definitely focused on new beginnings, and you're both focused on the Six of Swords. This is what you're leaving behind. You're both leaving behind those old troubled waters, all the conflicts, all the drama, getting in that boat, making that intellectual and emotional decision to go to the better places and better times. This is a great reading so far. I mean, there's a lot of shared compassion here. So let's get into the challenges, blockages, anything that kind of, you know, keeps you from really connecting on a deeper level. Let's see what that's going to be. Strength. Okay, so it's all about building up your courage again here, Scorpio. It really is, because both of you have experienced wounds in the heart, disappointments, losses, etc. So this is really about rebuilding your strength. That's the only thing that's kind of keeping things from going even further. And that to me feels like it's something that it increases over time. This isn't a bad card, right? It's not like it's this really awful thing between you. It's just that both of you, to some degree, in different ways, have been knocked off of your stride. And so it's like you have to build up that courage, that strength again a little bit, you know, and be able to be balanced, to be able to listen to your divine wisdom that's coming through. Oh my goodness. And it is heart energy. Oh, but look at this. So it is. I mean, look, we've got the Fool card again on both the positives and the challenges. So to me, it's like that is the thing, right? It's having the courage to take the leap of faith. I think that's really what both of you very much want. And sometimes you might feel like, I'm ready to take the leap, and then you go, oh, no, I'm scared to jump off of that, right? So give yourself patience, give them patience. This is such a nice energy, because I feel like if you communicate what that feels like, they're going to go, oh yeah, I know, I'm going through the same thing. It's like, it's just, there's a shared mutual understanding here that is actually really sweet. It's really sweet, Scorpio. So let's get into your suggested approach on all this. Yes, look at that. Here he is, the devil, the angel of freedom, right? I love this deck because it really paints our devil card in a much more positive light than, you know, the traditional deck. Because to me, the devil is about releasing those restrictions, inhibitions, old things that have kept you chained or burdened or locked up. And so this is all about freeing yourself from anything that has been holding you back. It's also for freedom from worries, anxieties, you know, mental constructs that keep us in a negative place. And it is Capricorn energy. You know, the devil is Capricorn energy. So to me, it also sometimes requires just some good old-fashioned work, you know, some daily effort to get through those negative cycles and break them. Queen of Wands, and there's your person coming through. They definitely need to break some old habits just as much as you, but this is very magical energy. It's very positive, upbeat energy. It's very heart-based. So I do feel that there's a great chance of success here. Don't let yourself get sunk down into too much negativity here, Scorpio. Remember to keep your chin up even through some of these difficult things. Remember, the sun will come out even if it takes a while, but the darker the night, the closer the morning is. So just remember that. Keep that in mind. Let's get an outcome here. Let's see what this Venus and Sagittarius cycle is meant to bring to you, teach you, etc. Six of Wands. I mean, look at that. Recognized victory, recognized success, feeling victorious, feeling like things are going in your favor, feeling like you've overcome some very challenging cycle of life. Wow, Scorpio. I'm telling you, there's a lot of positive feeling about this, even though there's definitely some things to be worked through. Wow. Yeah, Four of Cups. And I feel like a lot of what the victory has to do with is getting out of stagnation, getting out of this feeling of waiting around for, you know, someone to fulfill your needs, wants, desires, and instead you really getting up and saying, you know what, I'm going to fulfill my needs, wants, and desires, and if someone wants to come along with me, then awesome. And it could be this person, you know, but it's a really beautiful feeling of some kind of victory over frustration, over stagnation. Yeah, let's get into an affirmation for you. Woohoo! We have got the throat chakra, lapis lazuli is the gemstone, and the key word is expression. Express your true self. The world needs you, Scorpio. I know that this is a time when you may be feeling like, I don't want to say everything, but you will need to work on that. You will need to figure out how to express yourself, Miss High Priestess or Mr. High Priestess. You will definitely need to work on getting those deep thoughts up and out. So Hope you have an amazing time with this Venus transit, Scorpio, and I will be seeing you again very soon. Take care.